So I've been having some problems with some rodents getting underneath my floor in my pole barn here. So I backfilled around it last fall with sand all around the outside of the two ends and the rear of the building. The front of it, you see I did all with stone, 21 AA crushed concrete. Stoned all up the driveway and around the building. There's the extra concrete I just ordered. So I've been having problems with the rodents getting underneath my floor. Got a couple tunnel spots. I had one right here that I filled in, packed it in as best I could. When I originally did the cement floor, I wanted to do a rat wall all the way around the floor, but I decided against it. A couple reasons. Cost was one. Was the main one, really. The extra cost, the extra time in the cement. I was running pretty tight on budget on this. There's a couple things I didn't foreshadow, and I should have. It's my fault for not thinking that far through. One was aggregate. I ended up running a lot higher in aggregate than what I anticipated. But anyway, so I decided not to do the rat wall. I really wish I had done the rat wall on this. It would have saved me the problems I'm having now with the groundhogs and rabbits burrowing underneath my floor. So what I'm going to do now, I've got it backfilled with sand all the way around all this. I'm going to take the 21 AA crushed concrete that I have over here, and I'm going to dig this down, as you can on the boards below the board, and I've slotted it down a little bit, maybe 2-3 inches below the board. This bottom kickboard here, and I'm going to fill it all with stone, compact it really good. I'm hoping that'll help kind of get rid of some of the rodent problems that I've been having with burrowing underneath my floor. Now this in no way, shape, or form is better than doing a rat wall, in my opinion. There's the other spot they've been burrowing in at. I'll show you the rest of the building here around the end before we back to it. And this is the other end. I had another one about midway down. I had a couple spots here you can kind of see because of the grass up around it. And there's another big one right here that I filled in a while ago. I haven't came back to this one, but you can kind of see. But way, shape, or form makes up for doing an actual rat wall, in my opinion. I think a rat wall would have been way better to go with that route. I wish I had gone that route, but we're where we are now. I could come in and try to do a rat wall on the outside. I may eventually do it, but for now, again, cost. I'm just going to do the 21 crushed concrete, pack that down. I got a compactor I'm going to pack it all down real tight with, and that'll kind of serve two purposes. That way I can kind of get the rodents away from the building, and then I'll be able to get this packed down nice tight to where I won't have to worry about the weeds and stuff as you going on right now next to it. And it's kind of hard to mow as the angle, and you probably can't quite tell in the video too well here, but there's about a good 1.5 foot difference in elevation between where the building sits and where this grassy spot is right here. There's about a foot difference, minimum up to 2 feet in some spots, just because of the way the grade worked around here, and I didn't have the time to grade it out as well as I wanted to. But again, like I said, it's just, I didn't have a whole heap. I had a budget that I was trying to build this on and just get one up, and it is what it is. So I'm still overall pretty happy with it. So, but yeah, so I'll get to work on this and show you guys kind of a before and after when we're all done. I probably won't film a whole lot during. Pretty straightforward. I'm just throwing some stone down, leveling out. Might take a couple shots maybe midway, and then I'll show you kind of like a finished product, just because I don't have any other cameras on me at the moment to be able to video this up, and I don't really feel like getting them out, to be honest with you. But all right, stay tuned. not going as far as I would like it, but it never usually does when it comes to stone and aggregate. You always need, I find, like twice as much as what you order. But yeah, we'll get there though. I think this will help quite a bit though. It'll just keep that hard pack right up against the foundation and the wall here, so that the critters will be less deterrent to come in, or more deterred to come in here and try to burrow underneath this. It'd be more of a deterrent. It'd be more of a deterrent for the critters to come in here and burrow underneath this with all this stone and this hard pack. This is, like I said before, this is crushed concrete. So this stuff, once you get it laid and packed down, it tends to bind up really well with the fines, because you got the fines and the stone in there with it, so it really packs in real good. Binds it together, and it's crushed concrete. So I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I seem to think that with it being crushed concrete, once all the moisture and it dries up, it tends to pack down and harden like concrete. I've tried to pound some stakes through this stuff up here in the driveway when it's been packed down, and it's nearly impossible to do it. I mean, you need a piece of equipment to dig through the stuff because it packs so hard. But yep, so there's a start. Go down and dig down on the other end and get our little channel going for our rat wall down on that end. Alright, so it's been a couple weeks since I come out here and I started doing this stone. Had a bunch of stuff come up, got busy, and I couldn't get back to it in time. So the stone's been sitting out here for probably close to 4 weeks at this point. So as you can see, it's kind of packed in. I just took and broke this layer right here loose with the back end of the backhoe there, so it should help make it a little bit easier on me when I go to come through here and start grading this out now and get it all packed down. You see it's kind of loosened up a lot, but you can see, we'll walk over to the other side over here. It's had a lot of rain, so that water got into it pretty good and packed her down pretty decent. So you can see through here, it's pretty hard packed through here. And the top there is still somewhat loose, but it's a lot harder than if I had come out here and just got to it as soon as I put the stone down. So I'm gonna have my work cut out for me on this. I'll have to come through here and just try to break it up the best I can with the back end of the backhoe. Save me a little bit of effort on my end, save my back a little bit. But yeah, I'll get going on this and take some video as we go, and then show you guys the completed project of it. Like I said, this should help cut down on a lot of the rodents and stuff that I had burrowing underneath my floor, and save me some headache, hopefully. So we'll get going on it and take some video as we go, so you guys can take a look and maybe help benefit you guys down the road. here's the finished backside, all raked out. Graded it up, raked it out. I'm keeping it just below the steel. As you can see, I've got probably like about a finger's length or width between the bottom of the steel and kind of where I'm putting the grade at. And it will settle some, so you know, it won't be right up against it. I'll give it kind of that nice finished part. I'm kind of keeping it somewhat flat with a little bit of a taper towards the downhill side over here. So all this up here is going to be kind of nice and flat, and then I'll have the taper going down towards the weeds over here if the autofocus will stop. That way the water will kind of run off a little bit. I don't want it to sit or backfill towards the building, which is going to filter through, but just if you get a lot of heavy rain, that'll help. This is something I wasn't kind of expecting to find. I'm kind of frustrated by it. I should have known. Better. It didn't kind of register until I seen it, and it was like, oh crap, I should have realized that. I didn't. But that's on me. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So this you can see it's crushed concrete. It's not 21 AA or stone, or you know, like a sandstone mix or a claystone mix, like a road gravel that you'll see on a lot of driveways and stuff. Which, I mean, you see crushed concrete, but it's different because it's crushed concrete. So if you can see all these white spots here and here, and you can see them all the way down the building in certain spots here, that is where, when I piled the stone, I piled a little high and it rolled up against the steel sheeting, which wouldn't have been a big deal, but like I said, it took me a few weeks to get back out here because I got busy doing other things. We're doing a patio on the back of our house too, so I've been working on the sand with that. We had some other projects that I've been working on and just kind of splitting my time between, and then other things that we've had going on. So it took me a while to get back out here. So I'll show you. If you look right here, where it went up against the building, you see all these white spots here against the steel, and you can kind of see the bubbles. That is where the paint has bubbled and chipped. So now I have bare steel right here, and it's all over through these spots. See that white, like salty looking residue? That's where the paint's all bubbled. All the way down. Every spot that I did this, the paint bubbled. So I'm not expert on it, but my common sense tells me that that is from the chemicals in the cement. You know, anytime cement touches steel, it causes the steel to rust. I think it's the alkali or the acidity or whatever in the concrete, the chloride, whatever they call that stuff that's in there. There's a chemical in there. I think it's chloride that's in there that will eat the steel, and that's what it did. Is because it was pushed up against the steel and we had a lot of rain, it kept it moist. If it was dry, it probably would have been fine, but the fact that we had all that water and rain and stuff come out there, it kept all that moisture up here against it, and it ate the paint off the steel. So I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I know in my mind the right thing to do is to replace the steel. That's the only way you're going to guarantee that it's not going to rust, or take the steel off, clean it all up, repaint it. So I don't know. I got a hold of my builder and asked him what his thoughts were on the best way to fix it, whether it should be to replace it or just touch it up with some paint. I'm probably just going to touch it up with some paint for now. You can see it's just a few spots down through here. I mean, it's quite a few spots, but it's not every single piece. It's not rusted, it's just the paint's off. So I'll probably get it all cleaned up and then just touch it up with some primer or something, and then touch it up with a color match paint, and that should fix it up. But it's a bonehead move. I wanted to let everybody know. Keep an eye out for that. Don't do what I did. So this is a kind of an example of what I was talking about, how I piled the stone up. You can see how it's stacked up on top of the wainscoting. And that's what's causing the problem with the rust, or the paint bubbling and peeling off. So give you a visual of what's happening, or what I did, I should say. So here's the finished product. It's been a couple months since I got this buttoned up. I haven't had any time to come out here and get a follow-up video on it. I've been pretty busy with some other stuff, but this has been a couple months since this has been down, packed. We just had a really heavy rain yesterday. It rained for most of the day. You can see all the water out here. I got a bunch of stuff sitting outside because I've been working inside the building. I got a bunch of stuff sitting out here until I get it all done. I'm working on getting some framing, get a divider up. I'm gonna eat half the building, so I've been working on that. But this is the finished product after it's been down for a couple months, and as you can see, it's taking care of the problem. I don't really have any more holes being burrowed underneath. I gotta get some gutters up. You can see that's the drip edge through here on the building. Every time it rains, it washes all the fines out and I get that drip edge. So I'll get some gutters up here next couple months or so. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Like I said, it turned out pretty nice. Definitely solved the problem. So hopefully I helped you guys out, give you maybe a cheaper solution than doing rat walls or cementing around it. Obviously it's in no way, shape, or form replacing those. That'd be the better route, but it at least is a little bit more financially savvy than doing cement. The worst spots that I had, you can see they kind of settled a little bit from where the holes were. I packed them in really good, but there's no way to 100% them. So yep, but yeah, hopefully it helps you guys out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate it.